So, good morning. We are in Newman, California. We're in California. Got up about 3 o'clock in the morning, started driving into California. I will say, California, that is beautiful. Like, we're over here where a bunch of the citrus farms are, the pistachios, you know, the rolling green hills. And it makes you forget that I was just in the mountains and in a snowstorm, and now it's so green out here. It just looks really nice. But we found a rest area we're gonna stop at, which is 17 minutes away. Did have not much troubles. The biggest thing is, you know, regulated at a certain speed limit in California, and all the trucks being in the right lane, everybody's different weights. That's been a little bit annoying, but for the most part, this has been an easy trip through California. A couple scales that we had to go in, no issues, our weight is good. Man, I am ready to get this load off this truck. So essentially, we're going to park about 40 minutes outside of where we're delivering and spend the night, get up in the wee hours of the morning, about 4 o'clock, travel to the town center where I'm going to be delivering, and wait it out until they get there, unload me. And once they unload me, I don't know where he's going yet. I'm not even sure if he knows yet. But I am then headed back to Vegas. Alright, so we've about made it to the rest area that we're coming up on. About a half a mile away. So ready. It's been a long trip.
After a quarter of a mile, keep right.
Kind of letting the trucks go because we're all kind of packed in here behind one another.
Now keep right.
I believe it's on the right side. Yeah, it's on the right side.
After 1,000 feet, continue straight ahead and then you will reach your waypoint.
All right, let's see what it's looking like up in here. Oh, there's ample parking. And the Jake.
Continue straight ahead and then you will reach your waypoint.
Too much Jake. Truck was having a seizure. All right, what we got going on? I was making sure he got down there to see what the parking situation would be like, and then I could squeeze in next to him. Yeah, we're good. Should be good. Let's go on duty. Let's do the post trip. Check out the truck. But yeah, that's a nice view. Probably loud. Weather's nice, 66 degrees. All right, that's all I got for you guys. I'll catch you guys later tomorrow morning. Peace. All right, good morning, guys. We are here in Corte Madera, and I'm trying to pronounce that correct, but we are headed to Las Vegas. Headed to the Wild West truck stop in Las Vegas. I'm gonna wait for him to finish unloading these slates. Had a couple issues with the other driver's truck. Some of the tiles are broken and are falling. Oops, gonna have some more fall. Jesus. But there's the store over there. It's new construction, new build. Might have to wait here for a minute and explain everything. But yeah, it's a new construction, new build, and so, oh, I got room. He's gonna be a minute. But we should be able to get out of here, no issues. It's roughly 9 hours to get to the truck stop that I am gonna have parking at, reserved for, well, that I'll be paying for the time that I'm gonna be gone. And I have roughly 9 hours and 20 minutes of drive time. Trying to squeeze through here and not take up both lanes, but also not hit the curb. We're doing relatively fine. But yeah, so we got here around 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. We sat, I'm now leaving here at around 8. I was here about 4 hours. Wasn't too bad. I really do appreciate the other driver, just the wisdom that comes with riding with somebody who's been on the road as long as he has. Is greatly appreciated. But we are empty and we're in the rain. I don't know which lane I need to be in, but I'm gonna figure one out. I am making a left. This is all very interesting. I kind of should have hogged both lanes. Wasn't thinking too much of it, but we're gonna go back through Oakland. It was a lot. It was relatively easy in the middle of the night, but come on, car, come on, car. I think this is the right way. Praying this is the right way. Alright, it's the right way. And US 101 North. I don't know what's going on with the sound. God, oh Lord, and not like this little dip we got going on here. Alright, let's get up to speed, get on this highway. Whoa. Man, that was quite the trip getting to California. Just all of it in general, but overall, it could have been a lot worse, especially if we had decided to wait out the storm, or maybe continue to go through that storm, or go further than where we went to. This could have been really bad. But I'm gonna give further updates. I gotta figure out what's going on with the sound here. I'm gonna give further updates as we continue to go. So I think I'm getting on the Richmond B 450 Bravo. There's two exits. What do you mean? Oh. Alright, 450 Bravo. I'm actually kind of lost. Oh, okay, that's Alpha. Not going Alpha. Going Bravo. I want to say I'm getting on the Richmond Bridge. Stay in the far two right lanes. Whoop. All right, we're back. Whew. We are right across the bay. It's a nice little view of this right here. What is this we're coming up on? California Rehabilitation Center. Oh, is that a prison? Like Alcatraz? I know it's not Alcatraz, but definitely a prison or something. Alright, so we're on this for the next half mile. Whew. Man, I will say I am like exhausted as far as like how this entire trip has been. I was under that load for 10 days at least. Got it on a Monday. It's Wednesday. So yeah, I was under that load for like 10 days. And you know, it wasn't any issue. I thoroughly grateful to my company for their support. I've been seeing videos of people that have been stuck out here in the storm, all kinds of crazy stuff that I saw online, trying to get through that Reno area, and you know, basically living out of their truck or things like that. And that wasn't my story. That wasn't my case. And I'm very blessed and thankful that was the case. But yeah, we're gonna be coming up on the Richmond Bridge, and we might maybe be able to see I know I will be able to see it, the Golden State, what's it called? Bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge. But yeah, this isn't too bad. You know, you always hear about the fog of San Francisco. There's definitely fog over there where the bridge is. Whew. Hopefully we can get through here, through Oakland. I think that's one of the biggest cities that we're gonna have to go through right now. with traffic and things. I only have a 15-minute window, and luckily my flight out of Vegas is scheduled for Thursday, which is fine. I will get to Dallas Thursday night. We agreed upon to do that because it's such a time crunch to get me back where I'm going. So this bridge is interesting. On the way in at night, we really couldn't tell, it's so dark, but we're on the top side and now we're on the bottom side, kind of like you do in Cincinnati. Same thing, but going east, coming west, we're on the top side. I just now noticed that. Alright guys, we are in Oakland, California, and just got cut off. We're in Oakland, California, and it looks pretty nice out here. I did see the old Raiders Stadium when I came in. I don't necessarily know where it's at right now, but got a couple skyscrapers here. Got the tram or the train right there. I call them subways. I know it's above ground. I don't really know what to call it if it's above ground. But yeah, here's where we're at. Caught a little bit of traffic, not too bad. Slow it up. Caught a little bit of traffic, not too bad. And what we're gonna try to do is, we're still about almost 30 minutes to the good. So we're gonna try to maintain a good speed. Hopefully flow of traffic keeps us going. It's a pretty nice building. Yeah, that's downtown Oakland right there. Not too much to see from the highway. We're gonna keep on trucking though. All right, that's all I got. Peace. All right guys, so we are currently in Bakersfield, California, and it's raining, I'm actually happy that it started raining, because on I-5, when I went through where the pistachios were, there was a bunch of bugs just like tagging the windshield. So generally what you like to do is not use your windshield wipers for the bugs. Of course, it just smears everything everywhere. But if you have some Rain-X and all that other stuff, it'll help as well. All right, I'm staying on 58. Hold on, I gotta get over. All right. So the one thing good to do when it's raining is to allow the windshield to saturate a little bit, to the point where, you know, you can't see too well, and that allows that way when you use your windshield wipers, one, they're actually effective, but two, it actually helps to clean the bugs off the windshield and get a clear windshield. Because if you try to use it when it just starts sprinkling and it hasn't really saturated the windshield, man, bugs be all over the place. You can't see anything. It just makes it worse. But yeah, I haven't been in Bakersfield since 2018. I was here. I went to a friend's high school reunion. Went to a high school reunion with a friend. That was pretty cool. And I always wanted to I always knew about Bakersfield because I'm a NASCAR fan, of course. So Kevin Harvick is from Bakersfield. And he just retired last year. So I don't know. A little thing that I always knew about Bakersfield. But definitely remember when I came through here, it was a lot of tumbleweeds. It was nasty, but it's wintertime. It's not too bad, and I'm here at around 2 o'clock, so it's not much traffic right now. I'm glad about that, so I can just get past this before there's any type of traffic. Really glad that I didn't veer off and head towards Cali so I can go around. I mean, not Cali. I always say Cali for some reason. When I head down, didn't have to head down towards Los Angeles because that's just a nightmare dealing with that traffic. We saw that in the other video. Definitely didn't want that even around the 2 o'clock time frame. But yeah, we're gonna get through Bakersfield and then get to wherever we're gonna take this 30-minute break. That's all I wanted to do. All right, peace. All right, so I got this old school car, hot rod passing. Look at that thing. Man, can you imagine how close and small that car is? That's pretty cool though. All right guys, so Fort Irwin Road. I am right outside the National, god dang it, Tesla. I'm right outside the National Training Center, Fort Irwin, California, and that's where we do our training for before combat and stuff like that. But it's like 55 miles off the highway into the desert that the base is located, and you spend, it's like a 30-day rotation, so you go out there for 30 days. But the first week is, of course, preparing and everything, staying like on the cantonment area of the base, and then you spend 2 weeks what they call out in the box doing your training, and then the last week is coming back, resetting, putting everything back on the train, and going back, getting on planes and stuff and going back home. But I've been out there 5 times. There's a lot of military equipment over here. They have pretty cool actors and stuff, so there's a lot of Humvees. I know they gotten rid of a lot of Humvees. Jesus. Anybody want a Humvee? There you go buy one. But they have like real world scenario like actors out there, like paid actors that come out, speak different languages or act like they don't speak English, and they are the enemy or the the town or whatever. And I went out there for a couple different units, and we did stuff like roll into a city and the city gets blown up while we're leaving, and there's bodies everywhere. And I was a medic, so I'm treating different patients and loading them up and trying to get out of there while they have loud music going, gunshots going, like explosions. Everything is just mass chaos during a mass casualty exercise. And I ain't gonna lie, it's fun when you're doing it because everything is so realistic. But then like when that junk is over, you're just like, man, get me home. I'm tired of this. But they have this one actor out there. I don't know, it's 17 years later, so I don't know if he's still out there. But they have this one actor, and he's actually a double amputee. So he's missing both of his legs. And so when I was in one of the towns and everything exploded, I'm getting out to treat patients. I come across this guy and he has no legs, and I'm like fighting him, literally fighting him to get the tourniquets on, to the point where I like dropped an elbow in him, and he looks up and he like kind of puts his hands up like he was done, like he knew I was serious, because I'm in medic mode at that point, and I'm trying to get these 2 tourniquets on him to stop the bleeding. And it was wild. It was fun. I was young, and you can literally feel like as if you're in another country way out there in the desert. They have signs, they have buildings, real structures that look like a little small city out there. And you have the units that are based out of there. They play the opposition, the Op 4, the enemy. And so they have the same vehicles, but they're painted differently. One time I was there, and the convoy I was in, The mission that we were going to this town, it got blown up. We only had like 4 or 5 vehicles got blown up, and I was with one of the guys pulling security above on a bridge walkway above it, walk bridge, and we're trying to get high ground to pull security, and we knew the unit was coming, like the rest of the squadron was coming out there, and in the desert you could literally see like this huge wedge of vehicles coming through the desert. It's like the cavalry's coming, you know, and I guess they had called in air support, so I'm thinking like, okay, it's gonna be notional, right? It's not gonna be real. And the other guy that was with me, he's like, hey, what is that falling out of the sky? And you see like this dot just dropping out of the sky, and then it's headed straight for us on this bridge. And I kid you not, it's like a F-16 or whatever kind of fighter jet goes right above our heads. It felt like it was as low as I could just reach out my hand and touch it. Like, when we go to NTC, they do some real world stuff out there, and a lot of people get injured in training out there. We've had Black Hawk helicopters fall out of the sky. We've had tank rollovers. Just it's the terrain is crazy. You're off road for real. So a lot of stuff happens out there, but seeing that fighter jet just drop out of the sky from nowhere and come straight above my head. Imagine like being on this bridge, standing there, and a fighter jet is like almost ground level with you. It was insane. Something I'll never forget. But after all the times that I've been to NTC, I never want to go back. Ever. I'm good on it. Good training, real world experience, but you never go to NTC, and I've never been in like February, March time frame where it's 60 degrees outside. No, we're going in the heat of the summer to mimic Iraq, Afghanistan temperatures. 100 in hell out there, and you're living out of tents, vehicles, no showers for 2 weeks. You know, they got porta johns. You know, you might have at minimum 1 hot meal a day. It just sucks. Everybody stinks so bad, it's just normal.